board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now this throw caught left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they will go for it. Stafford. And he's going to go down again. Mack Wilson. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Good. 180. Real.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Seibert for the Browns field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Kill, turn up.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Here's McKissick. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Mayfield down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. Trying to get it to Landry there.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
Check.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Come on. You better bring. Point it right.
On second and a yard, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run with McKissick. And some room to maneuver. 38 yards on the scamper there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go again with McKissick. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Jones has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Lady. I know he ain't got it. 53. Ready.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Tight guard.
Stafford looks to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands hands together and I'm saying amen, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming pulling back the weight of stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, hop on it. Rep for your prom, where your post, your popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and finish line right here. Your best bet be ahead. It's to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. At first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
Said I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my. Hey, back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the. Back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They run. Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Handoff comes to Chubb. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game.
Yep.
And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
I want a real comeback.
Stay 50, stay 50. Check the backer, check the backer.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm too good, big dog.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25. On 1st down, Stafford. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Caught by Jones. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Yeah, they'll have to stay in the middle.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now it's Stafford.
Damn.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift your defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action here on first down. He'll let it go deep. Fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know, I tried.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. This complete to Jones. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
40 got.
Throwing on first down. Stafford. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
I'm trying to learn that, man. I'm trying to learn how to get in the what's called. It's hard. It's hard, dog.
There and another first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot,
you dog.
Throw the ball into the middle of the field.
That man going to talk that running.
As they did on that play.
Only about
Stay with him.
there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down and goal. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Amendola, the intended receiver, stepping aside from this game for a second. How about us being in Week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we got earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race?
Is this quarterback's edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP can be anyone, but numbers show us it's really got to be a quarterback. So let's just start there, right? Russell Wilson in Seattle. I think he has to be a prime guy. I think you have to look at Tom Brady, all right? It's always Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, if he can get back into the lineup and be his usual self, he can get into this race again and maybe defend his crown. And Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay has really come on in recent weeks despite a stumble against the Chargers this past week. But how about Lamar Jackson? I mean, what he's doing with Baltimore and their win over New England, you got to have him as a prime candidate. And you know how much I love Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he's in special ones.
Oh, he is absolutely special because he does it all. And if they weren't risking injury, he'd run back kicks, too.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Seibert's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's got Amendola on the connection. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Stanford into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yeah. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check. 50-50. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check 50, chin up.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On first down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down.
Damn it.
Open man is Galladay, complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Damn.
Pressure.
Where'd he come from?
Taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
Damn, come on,
taken
man.
down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. A give, this is Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 of about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws.
Come on, man. We got to stop that shit.
Eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. From the 50, it's Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing the football with a lead, no matter what,
got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A toss play to Chubb.
Oh, no, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Mayfield.
Come on, throw the ball, man.
Down goes Baker Mayfield. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Fun.
4th down, Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back in his own
we'll give you this one. That's why I give you this guy here.
And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10.
Right. I came back on your motherfucking ass, baby.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A carry now for McKissick. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Yeah, you already know.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because the field goal keeps a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 11. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now Mayfield. Stepping up, he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have...
I'm going to show you something motherfucking different, though. Oh, Lord, I fucked up. Damn, I fucked up, man. Oh, shit. God damn. Hey, I fucked up with the dog.
It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up.
I fucked up. Damn, I fucked up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I
so you're right
fucked up.
there, but obviously the clock is
Had
not your
the game.
friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One to get better.
Oh, yeah, that'd do it.
Throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll look to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Hey, what you said now?
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Hey, I like to know what I think you do. You think you got to win, and you can't, and you don't win. Hey, that's the shit.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this and the game.
Yeah. Just like I did this game. Got that ball back. Did my damn thing. And you lost the motherfucker.
They got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though.
That's how melwood297's
not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Yes, sir. Hard to beat melwood297's. Ain't easy. Everybody know it too. It ain't that they don't want to play me. It's that they don't want to lose. Like, man, shit. Gotta play that motherfucker. Gotta play that motherfucker. I might not go in there and know that this was fuck that. He's mad at me. I don't give a fuck. He get mad all along. He already know the deal with me. Killing that fast, like killing goddamn shipping. Hey, you killing shipping for? You got all them other goddamn people in the plant, and they ain't working for 40-some hours a week, and we working 48 hours a week, you still want to kill us. Come on, man. Volunteer, let them people come in and stack off. The ones that want some overtime. On a weekday. Hey, man, no matter what you look at, y'all want to help shipping out? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stack off all right. Drive side, west side, on my west side is. 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, you know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to get shipping. We already work overtime most of the time, you know what I'm saying? For a full week. We already get more hours than they get in 4 days. Man, leave that shit alone, man. I got some shit I got to do, man. Too much shit. Yeah. Yeah, what you do? Yeah. And then you, yeah, exactly. Can't handle your shit, man. should be doing good, man. Shit, Carvalho don't give a damn no more. They don't have to do shit. No damn more, man. They try though, but damn. Matt come in like he don't want to work most of the damn time. I'm like, man, shit. 3 orders, man, come on, man. I'll do 3 or 4. I'll do 3 or 4 orders, man. Man, come on, man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The punter and kickoff man, Sam Martin, to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. This will be taken very short.
Oh, Ray, I might start this time.
Drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Run. Check 13.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Defense wins championships, baby. Real. Watch the shit. Watch the shot.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess you just did.
Well, now on the next drive, when you scored that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, you probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 22!
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On first down, it's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
All right, boys, my new shit. It's my new shit right here.
Red zone now, Stafford.
It's my new shit.
Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And Justin Coleman brings him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
Damn it.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively
Damn.
because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And all the way to the opposite 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They toss it left side to Chubb, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss. For a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It's 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He finds Beckham complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I don't know why I'm laughing.
The second time
you got
today
2 more calls to go.
hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 20.
That flag ain't going to be who? God damn, look at Baker Mayfield. That shit ain't gonna do no good, big dog.
Yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East. Then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Larry Ogunjobi, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open.
Ah.
shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against his zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Let's see. He's going to make the third one.
And he gets
How about
this
that?
away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Will I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the ground, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Regular. Point it right. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Real. Check. Run. We come.
They go with Chubb on 2nd
Damn.
down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line.
Get him, Mayfield. Get him. Money making Mayfield.
Mayfield on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good play there as the
Money making Mayfield.
16 and a 1st down. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
Hell, with that motherfucker.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
Put that in there.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their
There we
next
go.
drive.
There we
That
go.
First half, one to forget really
There
on
we
both
go.
sides of the
There
ball.
we
They
go.
got to find some way to
There we go.
string
Look at that.
something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The big play to start him out.
Who let them dogs out? Who let these dogs out? I wonder who let these dogs out? Oh, come on, man.
It's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And Charles,
Who let these dogs out?
And 3 QBs sharing the last name, one on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon Allen, his first start as well, so not bad. Now throw in
and the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one.
Damn. Shit. I fucked up. I should have went that field gear. I tried to
They're
go.
not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now it's Stafford. Jones has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. Galladay's
right over the man. That would have been interception all day long.
Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 66 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, They give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Buddy.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown.
Ooh, that's very risky.
The defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
That was very risky.
Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. Give him 30 yards there. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Amendola, he was the intended target. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. You think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you're looking at who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4.
Pittsburgh already got the wild card.
At 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance of making it to the playoffs.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On the carry, it's Chubb.
Damn, I can't get around that motherfucker.
Revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Run.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead
about it,
here.
you did score in one quarter.
Number 4.
That's 3rd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 14-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 14 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never play their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Stafford, caught by Jones. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Back to throw, Stafford. Sheldon Richardson. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. At this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times, and you can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation, and he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Seibert's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what
you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Thought go ahead and get that rough puzzle. I thought he was going to be
in
gone.
that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Throwing.
Damn, he couldn't throw the ball.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. Jared Davis, and the Lions will take over. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
6-6, pull it high.
From the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing again to Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. Again, it's Stafford. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Down 3 million.
Check. Regular. Hey, Urban. I got it.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Mayfield down.
Cut that.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Antonio Callaway. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. We die, we ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30. To the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, alert 33.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
180.
They run again on first down. Chubb looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Chubb. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 43-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No. 61, matchbox, light.
Hey, switch gears.
Up. Hey, echo.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
But I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. Seibert able to knock this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check.
They'll run with McKissick. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the 1st.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And bulldozing his way through. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. 3rd and goal. They're going with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, it's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Detroit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. Here's Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Stafford here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up something.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go left side on the ground with Chubb. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A toss play to Chubb. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
250. 22. Blue draw forfeit.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Lions.
53. Ready.
On first and 10, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there.
Give up yet?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Chubb will get the call running left. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Right here. 180. Here we go.
Now Chubb running right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Well, this day is getting ugly.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Amendola's got it. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now it's Stafford. And it's caught here. Amendola. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. To the air again, Stafford. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw going to be taken in by the tight end, the Joker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. On the carry, it's Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
180. Hey, we're 33.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
4 in a row. 4 in a goddamn row. 4 in a goddamn row. Look at that.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Hey, what the problem is? Can't stop the run? Can't stop the run, can't stop the pass.
His guys will go for 2.
Hey, see, y'all defense is supposed to be pretty good.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Now Stafford, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's third down.
I need a touchdown.
Stafford looks to throw again. Complete to Jones. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown.
Rush everybody, but
there to make the grab.
Shit, like everybody still ain't coming in.
Draw a bit closer. From the gun, here's Stafford. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
180. Hey, alert 33.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Motherfucker, goddamn Detroit Lions. 4 in a row. Detroit Lions.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And again this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. They'll run for it.
Damn it, give it that to him.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Lions will take over.
Number 53, Mike 53, not here.
Stafford on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. Third down here. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Mike, 51. Point it right, point it right, point it right. All day. Hey, box truck, box truck.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Watch out, watch out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Pistol. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Yeah, you went down. You went down, big dog. That's good. I'll be back out a while.
Protecting your home turf, they were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them... Very good about
I'll be
that
back
victory.
in a minute. I cut your goddamn ass. I cut your ass.
At EA Sports,
I'll be back in a minute. How long you gonna be on? About
it's
15,
a win for
20
the
minutes.
Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so
Come
long
back, cut
from
your goddamn
Cleveland.
ass. All right, back.